So grab your headphones, let the journey start. With Suzy's Vegas tales, she's stealing the heart. In the city of dreams, let's laugh and play. Suzy's Las Vegas podcast, come join the sway.
Well, hello there. I want to tell everybody I missed you all very much, but I'm back and we're going to be doing a lot more shows. We've had a lot of things going on this year, but you'll begin to see me more week after week after week. And if you like my show, you want to be on the show, you want to tell us about your life, be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and you can send me a message on that. So without further ado, I've got Ed Bevilacqua. He comes to visit us every couple months. We're going to find out what Ed is up to, and world domination. Remember that word. Hi, Ed. How are you?
Hi, Suzy. And as always, thank you very much for letting me come on your show. It's always a great honor and privilege, and mostly though, I think it's a lot of fun.
It is. Yeah. We have a good time together.
Yeah, we do. It's been how many years?
Oh my
10
God.
years?
Oh, at least.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm starting to tell my age, so no, we don't want to tell that. Okay, so Eddie, what's the latest with you? What are you doing now?
Well, we always do things under the umbrella of helping people have their lives to be better or less painful.
Okay, got it.
And we're kind of guided by the works of corporal mercy, where we're commanded by Jesus to help the hungry, the thirsty, the sick, the unclothed, and the people in jail, prison.
Wait a minute, you became a minister now?
Well, I have one class left to get my chaplaincy.
Okay, you heard it here first.
Yeah, so,
okay.
That's to be able to get back in the prisons, which is a good segue to, the new work of corporal mercy project we're dealing with, which is people who are incarcerated, jail and prison.
Okay, all right.
And so this is a very important topic. I'm going to try to keep it light because your show is so much fun.
Okay.
But the issue...
But it's serious. I agree, it's serious, yes.
And it's going to affect everybody's life, meaning, the issue is inadequate legal representation.
Inadequate legal representation.
Yes.
Okay, so if you don't have any money and you get incarcerated, is it who the state throws at you, or what?
Well, yeah, it's worse than that. No.
Okay, no, tell me. I want to know. Don't
so if you get
do
arrested,
the crime if you can't do the time.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you get arrested, we've all seen on the TV, if you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. Okay. So that's the nature of the problem. Is if you don't have money and you have to depend upon a public defender,
okay,
the system is broken. I'm not talking about the public defender people. I'm talking about the system.
Okay.
So, for example, in the 70s, to provide adequate defense in this type of a case where you'd have a typical public defender case, required 14 hours. So your attorney would take about 14 hours to prepare a defense for you. Okay. Today, because of social media, internet, body cams of the police, the number's up to over 30 hours.
Oh,
okay, so,
really?
Yeah, so to have an adequate defense, your attorney should be able to spend about 30 hours. Okay. If you have a paid attorney, that's about $10,000.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's a low end.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It goes...
Could be $15,000.
If you need more, yeah, 20, 25.
The typical public defender, because of their caseload, they can afford to spend 15 minutes on your case.
15 minutes?
Yeah, 15 minutes.
You better talk fast, huh? Oh, geez.
So, which means they can't.
No.
And so up in Nye County, up in Pahrump, where I go to court to help people getting out. I'm a lawyer, but I'm not a member of the bar, and I don't represent anybody, and I don't give legal advice. But the typical thing that happens is you get arrested, you are in jail. Let's say they don't let you out for one of many, many, many reasons. You don't get out, you're still in jail. You come up for your first hearing or your second hearing.
Right.
And your public defender's unprepared.
Oh, my God.
So he says,
What do you do, a Hail Mary or what?
yeah, we do that.
Okay.
No, he says, well, Judge, the prosecutor and I are negotiating on this case, which means you wait in jail for another 30 days.
Oh,
One of the guys that was released to us spent 2 years in jail,
waiting for 30 days after 30 days.
no charges filed. They finally let him out without filing any charges.
Really?
He went through every public defender saying, I'm not getting adequate representation here. I
Sure.
don't know that this person isn't helping me.
No.
Well, so then they had to bring in an outside attorney, the court did, because all of the public defenders had been conflicted out.
Well, sure.
Okay, so the
I
new
get
guy
it.
comes in and he says, what are we doing here? I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, yeah, we don't really want to press charges, but you know what? We've ruined this guy's life. He's lost his car, his
job,
apartment, his
yeah.
job, his clothes,
life, yeah.
his everything.
Everything.
And what are we going to do? Just let him out into the park? So they called us up and we got him. And that's how I got onto this new, back to the beginning, this
Yeah.
new kick of what am I doing now?
Yeah.
So it's a big problem and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to affect everybody. Everybody's going to be affected by the breakdown in the legal system where the costs are going up, right?
Sure.
To get a good
Oh,
attorney
yeah.
now, $500 or more
Oh, yeah.
dollars an hour.
Oh, at least.
And it takes more time to do a case, to prepare an adequate defense
Right.
for a case. So the average person is falling further and further behind in being able to afford it, right? If we can't even afford to buy eggs, how can we afford an attorney?
You're right.
So that's the problem, and it's going to affect everybody. And
How are you going to fix it?
well, so one last thing. So the ABA says public defenders should have about 250 cases.
Who's the ABA?
American Bar Association.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you. For
thank
people
you.
that don't know, I like to.
My apologies.
No, no problem. Okay.
About 250 cases. So
Okay.
here it's over 400. Can you
400.
imagine a public defender having 400 active cases?
Did you say 400 cases?
Yeah, that's why you get 15 minutes.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it doesn't take a rocket scientist
It's
to
the
figure
system.
that out.
It's the system that's broken. So it doesn't matter what your IQ is. You could have an IQ of 10,000,
Yeah.
right? Which nobody has.
Yeah.
No human has. You could have an IQ of 10,000, but you can't do it in 15 minutes.
No, nobody can.
So, but there is something with an IQ of 10,000 that can help.
Okay. AI.
AI, right?
Yes.
There we go.
And I knew we were going to get to AI
Exactly.
today.
So,
Yeah.
so is this your first show talking about AI?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, good, cool.
Yeah.
So
there you are, Ed.
So,
First show with Ed.
so we are working with a former judge here to do a pilot program
Okay.
using AI to help defendants who cannot afford an attorney.
I like that.
And so, so you have AI, and a lot of people still think of AI as like Google on steroids, like a Google search on steroids, right?
But it's much more than that.
So now
Yeah.
there are agents.
Okay.
So the AI can do tasks for you.
Yes.
You're not asking questions.
Right.
You give it a routine and it will go out and do it.
Right.
So in this case, and the project is called Hetzapetza.
Okay. Spell it, Ed. There's your camera. Over here.
Hetzapetza. Hetzapetsa.
So if people go in Hetzapetza, they're going to find
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully.
If you did it right.
Soon it will
Okay.
be. So imagine you get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
You're in jail.
I'm sure a lot of people are going to watch this show. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share.
Yeah.
For all your friends, family, neighbors, and
And
et
ring the
cetera.
bell. Click on
and
the
ring
bell.
the bell. Yeah.
So you're in jail. It's like, what am I doing? I haven't been to jail before. I have been to jail. And it's like, what up? Yeah, good to see you back. Whatever.
No, I wouldn't say good to see you back. I wouldn't want to be in there in the first place.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you're going to, and somebody will say, oh, do you have an attorney? You have, and they'll give you a number to call. You need some legal representation for $79? Yes. Okay, call this number. So you call the number and it's answered by an AI agent,
Okay.
okay, not a human.
Okay.
And it tells you immediately, okay, remember this call is being recorded, so don't say anything that's going to be negative. All I want you to do is say your name and spell it. What court are you in? What's your ID number? What were your charges? Just tell me the facts about the case.
Okay.
As you're doing that, it's sending an email to the jail saying this person is represented by an attorney, so any further calls you cannot record and you cannot go through any mail.
Repeat that one more time, because everybody wants to hear that.
So part of the problem of being in jail is they're listening, or
Yes,
prison.
of course.
They have the ability to listen and read your mail.
Yes.
So what you want to do, if you have an attorney, they can't open legal mail or record phone calls with an attorney.
Okay.
So now that's being done. You're on the phone, and before you hit hang up, it's already sent a notice saying this number now is for this attorney, this guy's represented by an attorney, etc.
Okay.
Okay.
Do they send it to the person that, they're talking to? They have their email also, and
Yeah,
the whole nine
that
yards.
personal.
So they're really real. Okay.
Ultimately, though, what happens is the AI will do the legal research for your case.
Okay.
Okay, it's not giving legal advice.
No.
And there's 3 tiers, but the bottom tier is just here's the law, you figure it out.
Right.
That would be for people who have been released. They're not incarcerated, so they
Okay.
can get on their computer and they can do their own thing. Can't afford an attorney, but this is a tool they can use to do much better on their own or with a public defender.
Okay.
The third level for $199 is you actually have an attorney helping you on your case.
Okay. So there's what, 79? What's the second?
29
Or
is the
29
low,
is the lowest. Okay.
79 and 199.
Okay. So if they got a real problem, they better go to the 199, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 79 is you're getting not legal advice, but this is where the Nevada Bar Association comes in,
Okay.
because unlicensed practice of law is a big gray area.
Yeah.
People
Okay.
like me that have a law degree but are not members of the bar always have to be very careful of somebody saying, you're giving legal advice, you're giving, okay. Well, guess what? So there are people claiming AI could be giving legal advice.
Okay. Yeah.
As crazy as that sounds.
Okay. So when did you graduate from law school?
I graduated
I saw your diploma, but I
yeah.
can't remember.
31 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
So
when
you
I
know,
was young.
when you were young.
And you know why I went to law school? I grew up in California, and in
Okay.
1980, in the early 1980s, there was
Yeah.
a poll that said by the year 2020, there will be more lawyers in California than people.
And it probably is true.
So I decided, wow, I better go to law school.
Well, your dad loved it when you became a lawyer, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He
Yeah.
had been bugging me since I was very young
Yeah.
to go to law school.
Yeah.
So the Hetza-Petza is a way to level the playing field for the inmate.
Okay.
But it also has the benefit of helping the public
Like
defenders.
and the first timers that something happens to and they don't have any money to be able to pay,
Well,
right?
I mean, that's the problem. That's where the system is broken, because 80% of people that get arrested can't afford an attorney.
Right.
And 96% of people who have a public defender lose.
I believe you.
So we're not trying to win.
No.
We're trying to reduce the amount of time somebody's incarcerated
Okay.
and to give him the best possible outcome. The challenge, though, is if you take the middle route, the 79,
Yeah.
you're representing yourself to the judge.
You know what they say about
Well, sometimes that's
you
the
have no
only
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and they also say don't operate on your mother, right?
Yeah,
So
that's it, yeah.
is it, well, Mom, I guess you're going to die. I'm a
Yeah,
surgeon, but
yeah.
I can't operate on
No,
you.
you have to.
Yeah,
You know,
and
that's all there
this is
to it.
an extreme case like that.
Well, yeah, where you don't have a choice.
You have no choice. You
No,
have
and
no
right
choice.
now, there's a lot of people out there that don't have money to be able to do anything. You know, you look at the state of our economy, I'm sorry, but, you know, you're coming in at the right time.
Well, and here's another problem.
What about immigration? Can we talk
No,
about
we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
Oh, come on.
So,
Do you take care of, does AI take care of immigration? Yes or no?
It could.
Okay, there you go. It could.
It could. It well, absolutely
Look it
could.
up. Hetza
The attorneys are getting and are going to be really wiped out because of what AI can do.
Yeah.
And so with Hetza, you have to be able to talk to the judge and say your case. And if you're in the middle bracket, the 79, you will get a script
On what to say.
On what to say.
Oh, that's a good idea. Don't say anything that'll incriminate you.
Yeah. Here's the
Be
things
careful.
you need to get across. And Hetza actually is the idea behind it. And one day it will be, if it's not Hetza, it'll be somebody, will be a benefit to the...
Are you the first one out there with Hetza?
We are the first group that the answer is yes, on this very thin slice, which is people who can't afford an attorney.
Okay.
It's a big market. It's huge. I mean,
I
there's
believe you.
7 million people per year go to jail,
Yeah.
get arrested. Okay.
Yeah, I was blown away when you told me,
Yeah,
what really goes on.
It's a big number. But I remember when I was going to law school the first day, they said, there's two things. One, don't sue people who don't have money.
Bingo.
Yeah. Okay.
You heard that here. Don't sue people that don't have money.
So the other side of that coin is don't represent people who don't have money.
Right.
If
So I guess you're out of luck if you if you're in that,
Yeah.
that little margin.
So
Yeah.
Hetza is going after a market that nobody else really cares about.
Okay, Ed. I'm sure our audience is going to want the answer to the question that I'm going to ask you. Okay? So, why did you come up with Hetza?
The name?
Yeah. It sounds like a pet, like I take my pets.
Can you remember it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So we are dealing with a demographic of people who are in jail.
Okay.
So it has to be something that's easy to
And
remember.
they can sing it. Hetza,
Exactly.
Hetza. I'm going to Hetza.
Yeah.
Are you going to Hetza? Okay.
And the other thing is the intellectual type people really don't like it.
No.
Okay, it would be like, why isn't it called
It needs to
some
be,
kind of
they want it to dumb
very
down.
scholarly
Yeah.
type of
Right.
highfalutin type of thing. If I'm involved in this, it's got to be highfalutin. You want me to be involved in Hetza? What are you, nuts?
Yeah.
So
that's how you slide under the radar.
yeah, well, there's this very powerful tool in jail called inmate.com. That's the gossip thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Inmate.com.
well,
okay.
it's not really online.
Is that for all the inmates all over the country?
Yeah, if you say inmate, I heard it on inmate.com.
Is it kind of like Facebook.com or kind of like social media? They have inmate.com, huh?
It doesn't, there's no website. It's just that's what it's called when you're gossiping or you're talking.
Inmate.com.
Inmate.com. So that's how you politely say, these are just inmates coming up with stories. But it spreads like wildfire.
Yeah.
Right? So you've got...
So if you tell somebody over here, by the end of the night, 360
exactly.
on the other side,
That's on
everybody
inmate.com.
knows. Okay.
Yeah. So Hetza works in jail.
Okay.
Or in prison. By the time Hetza is not for prison because you've already been convicted if you're in prison.
Okay.
This is just that time between you've been arrested and you have your case. But again, it touches everybody.
I am sure it does.
What you do, and it's getting too difficult for a normal human being to be able to figure out how to represent themselves.
Oh, I believe it.
Which you shouldn't do. I'm not advocating doing it, but it's better sometimes to represent yourself than have somebody who only has 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah, because they don't know the story and they didn't really listen for the 15 minutes for the whole thing.
And we had, up in Nye County, we had a great justice of the peace.
What happened to the justice? Okay,
Michelle
Nye County.
Fiore.
Oh, yeah. What happened to Michelle? Hi,
Well,
Michelle. Where is she?
So I sat in the courtroom many times when observing Michelle. And she was great. Why? Because in our country, we have two basic systems of law.
Right.
One is the common law, which is statutes and precedent cases.
Right.
And the other one is called equity, what's fair. Well, Michelle's not a lawyer. She's not an attorney. She's not a member of the bar. She didn't go to law school. So she doesn't know the procedural stuff. She doesn't know the statute stuff,
Right.
which unfortunately too many people hide behind. She could only apply fairness, equity.
Okay.
And so I really liked observing Michelle in court because her whole focus is what's fair, what's the right thing to do.
Right.
And so if you are a defendant and you have to represent yourself, you need to appeal, or the best thing to try to appeal to is fairness. Hey, Judge, Your Honor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an attorney, I don't know what I'm doing in here, but I do know here's what happened. And hopefully you'll get a judge who will come down to or come back over to the side of what's fair,
Right.
as opposed to you're not represented by an attorney, you didn't want to use one of our public defenders, therefore I'm going to punish you, or I'm going to give you no sympathy on this. We don't want that.
No.
And I think that 5 years from now, AI in the courtroom is going to be common, and
I do too.
the district attorney is going to like it.
Yeah.
The public defenders are going to like it. The judges are going to like it. It's going to streamline things. And instead of having people spend 2 years in jail because their public defender doesn't like them, you get in arguments.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And if you have 400 cases, I mean,
Yeah.
human nature, right?
Well,
I don't
sure.
like you. You're a pain in the
Yeah.
ass.
So I'm not going to really
I've got
help
too many
you.
other people who
Yeah.
appreciate my service,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Why do I want to spend 15 minutes with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's true. Yeah.
So then the defendant has to petition
Yeah.
to get that public defender removed. And it's just the playing field is so leveled against the defendant. It's not good.
Right.
And this is
They
something
didn't have
that
a chance
touches
from the beginning.
it touches everybody. When I had a classroom in the 4,000 bed county jail,
Yeah.
4,000 beds, that's larger than any prison in Nevada. Why do they have 4,000 beds in the county jail in Las Vegas, which
Yeah.
isn't really a big...
4,000 beds in Las Vegas in the county jail.
And Las Vegas isn't, 10 million people.
Now let's go back to the 4,000 beds
Yeah.
in the Las Vegas County
Right.
Jail. Why?
Because they arrest 70,000 people a year.
70,000
Yeah.
from January
This
to
is
the-
pre-COVID. So
What
because
about
of
now?
COVID, it's less.
Oh, thank God.
But that's
What are we
kind of
down-
interesting,
Are we
right?
down to? Yeah.
How did it all of a sudden go from 4,000 to 3,000?
Yeah. How did it?
Well, we don't know the answer to that question. Maybe people are behaving more.
Or maybe not.
Who knows? Whatever. But so 4,000 bed jail,
4,000 beds.
4,000 beds, and they were full. Full.
Okay, so yeah, Ed, there are so many ways we could go from this. From the people on the street, they can't get a meal. Okay, so they do something to get in bed. Go to jail so they can eat 3 meals a day and a place to live. Or oh my God,
Yeah.
we're broken.
Yeah. Well, if you said what is the cost per inmate per week?
Yeah, what is it?
Back then, it was almost $1,000 per inmate per week.
Oh, right
So
now,
that's $4
with all
million
the
a
things
week.
going up, it has to be what, 1,500?
Could be. I don't know. But
Well, have you gone to the supermarket lately yet? I mean, my God, I go and I'm watching people. They're looking at food.
maybe next week I'll get that.
Yeah, I can't buy it. I'd like to buy it, but I can't. Oh my God, we
Yeah.
got to fix this.
Yeah. So that's the problem we're focused on now. And, for people who are Christians, this is something we're all commanded to do.
Yeah, sure. You
Is
want to help
visit
people.
visit people in prison, in jail.
Yeah.
and help them. And so that's what Hetsapets is designed to do.
Okay.
The
Well, that
end.
sounds the end. Okay. No, it's never the end with you,
True.
Ed. Never
Well,
the end.
till
the next time.
correct.
But how long has this been going on with Hetsapetsa?
Well, we started working on about 2 months ago,
Okay.
and with AI, you can really do a lot.
Oh,
with
yeah,
AI.
absolutely.
But when it comes to a grinding halt is when you have to get people involved.
Yeah.
So
Is that why you're here?
That's exactly why I'm here.
We got to get people involved.
So
Now,
you would think that the Bar Association would say, well, this judge is a reputable, credible person. We know him. He's a good guy. He's not going to do anything untoward. Yeah, let's do a pilot because we're not going to stop AI.
right.
Why don't we try to get out in front of it? Why don't we try to be like Las Vegas is to the world, where we do things here they don't do anywhere?
Right. So
We build
why
things
not?
here.
Let's do it.
And so, but you always have people who look at what could go wrong instead of what could go right. And that's the challenge.
Is that what's going on?
We need people who can look at what can go wrong, but the majority of people should not
What
be
can
what
go
can go
right?
Yeah, they should be what can go right. And we can say, well, we know things, it's not going to go as planned, right? Nothing ever goes as planned. But we're smart enough to identify it early and fix it.
Do you have a board of directors for Hetsapetsa?
No,
Do you have a fundraiser for Hetsapetsa?
we have nothing. When I say we have
Is
nothing,
that why you're
that's an
here to see me?
exaggeration.
Is that why you're here to see me, Ed?
Of course. No.
Well, how can we do this? We need to get it going because, Ed, believe it or not, I love Las Vegas. I love the people, and I don't want to see people hurt that don't need to be hurt. There's a lot of people out there that are suffering, and they don't need to suffer.
True. Yes.
You do have a judge in your corner, yes?
Correct.
Okay, well.
Former judge who's an attorney.
Okay, well then.
Very good guy.
Then what we should do is possibly have a fundraiser and get everybody together that you want to get a board together and be able to, work this because there's a lot of people that need help.
Yeah. Well, you're absolutely
Every day.
right that if you take complex problems, or the best way to solve a complex problem is you break it into smaller
Well, of course,
pieces.
and everybody has a job.
And everybody has a job, and that's kind of what we need to do. We need people lobbying, supporting the Bar Association.
Yes.
We need people to help in the court in Nye County in Pahrump to get hey guys, we're not taking away we're not changing.
This is just Pahrump, or is this for Las Vegas
the
too?
proposal was a pilot
In Pahrump.
in Nye County in Pahrump, just to do one place, try it, see how it is, work out the little bugs in the system. We're not trying to disrupt anything. We're trying to make it better for everyone, better for the judge, better for the prosecution, better for the public defenders, and most importantly, better for the inmates, better for the people.
The people that, get caught in the system.
Because it takes about 30 days of incarceration before you get wiped out.
What do you mean wiped out?
Lose your job.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So how long can you not show up to work and still
Oh, you
have a job?
can't, no.
For most people.
Less than 30 days,
Yeah. Your apartment,
Oh, yeah, it all goes by.
your car.
Yeah.
That, when they picked you up
Oh,
in your
yeah.
car, where's your car the day after they picked you?
It's impounded,
It's
isn't it?
impounded. And how long does it take before,
Yeah, they
I
come
can't
get
afford it.
No, yeah,
Okay. What about the stuff in your apartment?
yeah.
So
Pretty soon
typically,
it's all out on the street. and
well,
you've lost
typically for
everything.
guys that I know that have been to jail, they have tools and they have stuff.
All right,
Somebody has access to their apartment.
Mm-hmm.
When they get out, that stuff's disappeared.
well, sure.
Where's all my tools? Where's my?
It all left.
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody took it, and it wasn't Santa Claus, right?
Correct. And
Yeah.
your clothes. And so you're starting out, and oftentimes people's ID and their wallets disappear between the time they are detained and released. So I'm not saying it's the evidence room, but sometime between the time people are detained
So in other words,
and released.
they could take that, and then they could have a lot of loans against you and all kinds of stuff because the wrong person gets it.
Well, and I'm not sure about Nye County, but there are counties that if you need services while you're in jail and you can't pay, then they put a credit agency after you, a collection agency after you.
Oh, God. You know, Ed,
So
this is
That's
really,
kicking you while you're
we've
down,
opened
right?
a can of worms here today or whatever, but I want to find out more about it, and I want you to tell our audience how they can reach you with this, and I'm going to have you back because we've only touched the surface
Great.
of this.
Well,
So
I always
tell
appreciate
everybody how to get a hold of you. There's your camera.
Okay, I work for a volunteer organization called Love Thy Neighbor. And that is available on the internet at lovethyneighbor-usa.com. I think Rick's got it, or he will have it up there. So that's the volunteer organization. So this is
He
just
has it.
people.
Yeah.
Love Thy Neighbor is not a company. It has no officers, directors, bank accounts. It's just people who
Okay.
care.
And your phone number was there
And the
too.
phone number, was it there? 760-547-4547.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, we've talked about a lot of things today, and this is something that we all need to consider because nobody ever thinks they're going to get arrested or something's going to happen. But if you can't pay and you end up with a public defender, you know, he's talking about Nye County, Pahrump. I live in Las Vegas, so if it works in Pahrump, it should work in Las Vegas.
Exactly.
So with that being said, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And there's something I want you to do. I want you to, if you really want to find out more about this, you're going to send me a little comment on today's show. You can give me your phone number, whatever, and I'll be sure to pass it on to Ed. But I'd like to find out there how many people are really hurting. So again, like, subscribe, and share. This is Suzy, and I bid you a good day. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Suzy.
So grab your headphones, let the journey start with Suzy's Vegas tales. She's stealing the heart in the city of dreams. Let's laugh and play Suzy's Las Vegas podcast. Come join the sway.